All right, hello and welcome to another article video, and today we're going to look over what is time and price trading. So we'll see how that pans out. The last time I did something on this, it was like a few years ago, maybe several years ago. I'm not quite sure when I've done it. And as you can see, my YouTube is not like a big YouTube channel, so doing a refresher might not be a bad idea, especially now that we are doing the fintech as well. All right, so if you're new to my channel, my name is Meydan. I'm a fintech startup entrepreneur, and our fintech and our way of trading is based on calculating time and price together. All right, so let's take a look. What is time and price trading? Let's go into this. Now, if you are new, or if you're old to trading, I don't know, if you're professional, doesn't really matter. But the way people trade are either going to be with news or technical analysis, and there are a number of different technical analysis techniques that you can use. Personally, I use a few of them together because I like to correlate the trading activity in terms of technicals, and I also like to do something additional, which is where time comes in. All right, so time and price trading is basically pre-calculating the swing days for any asset that you're trading, plus the swing hours for that asset, and then calculating a price with technical analysis. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'll show you now. As you can see, this is SP 500, right? So I've got the swing days here calculated. You see all these arrows, the swing days, they've all been calculated in advance. Okay, so I've got price levels here as well, as you can see, and also below there's a PST indicator which gives me pricing. Okay, so all these yellow markings here at the top up here, they're actually price levels for the buys. So if I'm a seller from the highs, let's say, I'll have prices according to my PST level. If I'm buying at the lows, I'll have prices according to this PST level indicator here, or the price level indicator here, like you can see some targets around in this zone. Okay, the blue dotted lines and so on. So knowing these swing days in advance, also knowing at what hours we should be trading, plus a good pricing, is what we're all about. Now, I know that sounds like too good to be true, but well, it's not too good to be true, because you still have to do money management, and it's not 100%. Something is too good to be true if it's 100%, but this isn't. This is high probability, and when I say high probability, very high probability. Just the swing days are over 70% on euro dollar, and also on gold it's around it's like more than 80%. If I just use the swing days, let alone the swing hours and the pricing, and then your probability of success will increase. But in any case, no matter how you're trading, including time and price, you're going to need good money management, and you're going to have to keep your head together. All right, so let's get back into the article. All right, so nothing is 100%. I always say something too good to be too good to be true should be just 100%. Otherwise, you're always facing a risk. So time and price trading is basically understanding that we can calculate price and time beforehand, so we don't have to muck around. Now, with technical analysis, you guys already know that you can do that with technical analysis and so forth, but when is that likely to happen? Or when it does happen, is it really the right day for the swing, or is it really the right hours for the swing? So knowing those are very important, because otherwise you're left just with your technicals. Okay, also watch the previous videos I've done on time and price trading as well, where we don't take the news into consideration. So we just base our trading on time and price, which has really high probability of a success rate. So when you're predicting time and price, then obviously things are going to be working out in your favor more often than not. This is all based on cyclical patterned trading. All right, so we're looking for cycles in the market that are working consistently, and we also want to make sure that we're calculating it properly for all the different kind of assets that we have. All right, so I do 5 assets here at the GlobalTrader.Club: gold, euro dollar, Bitcoin, SP 500, Dow, and Nasdaq. But you could really do this for anything. But the whole idea is you got to have time and price calculated before. Okay, the price is going to tell us where the market should turn or break out. Okay, we're looking for, normally it's a turn, but sometimes it does break out, so we've got to be careful about it. And this is why I always say it's not 100%, because sometimes you're looking for a turn and then it can turn out into a breakout. So, okay. But knowing the days is important, because if you know that's the day things are going to happen, then obviously you can wait for the right time and see if the market breaks out, because sometimes at the hours we'll get a breakout, right? So then you're thinking, okay, this is not going to turn because we've got a trade hour and we broke out. So that's going to be a breakout day. So you can follow that through as well, depending on your technical analysis. So you need to be a good technical analyst for sure, and you've got to time the market properly, and that's for sure as well. Plus you need money management and keep your head together. But knowing time and price together is really going to help you with your money management, because it's going to help with your risk. Because if you know the time and the price and the day, then your stop loss is going to be much tighter, because if you've made a mistake, you don't want to be in that trade. Second of all, it's going to help you to keep your head together, because you know when to trade, what days to look out for. So you're not running around like a headless chook looking for opportunities and entering trades because of FOMO. All right, so how does this work? First of all, I've got to identify the cycles. All right, so for each trade, we're going to know when things are going to happen. And you can only do that if you know when things happened. So you're checking a lot of the past data, then you've got to cycle them up, and then you've got to match them to forward dates. And it's like an accordion, right? So it's like you can expand it, or you can bring it tighter and tighter and tighter, and that'll give you the hours to the minutes as well. So you can get pretty accurate on it. And then you calculate your price projections. Now, once you've got time, swing days and swing hours coming together, then pricing is actually an easier option, but still good pricing is necessary. And that's why I came up with the PST indicator. How to get a good price for the week, the day, the intraday, and also the monthly. I've got PST working on all time frames. You can also use it for scalping. So this is gold monthly. You see where gold, you don't see where gold bounced up, but you will see now. Okay, so here, as you can see, gold bounced off right off the blue line here. Now that blue line is 75. Let me in fact show you that too. All right, so let's bring this down and forward. Can we do it? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so that's 75 there. All right, and 75 has a price of 3,117. All right, that's the month of May. All right, so I'm on the 1st of June. It's Sunday. Tomorrow we'll have a new bar opening for the month. So, and if I know 75, 3,117 is a good price for the month to go long, because it's on the PST price indicator's support line, and then all I have to do is check the low of that month. Wow, that's 3,120. So I had 3,117.87, as you can see here, as a price target, and the market went as low as 3,120.57. All right, so that is pretty close. Now, as we get to that price on the monthly, we're going to be sharpening it up on the daily as well. So when the market comes down in May, you're going to have like a good level on the daily as well. You probably have a good level on the weekly as well, and so on. So as we get to that hour, we'll get a correlation on multiple time frames as well. So that really helps us out. It really reduces risk, and you know what time and the day to trade at. So you're not like mucking around waiting for all kinds of things to happen. But the whole idea here is you've got to calculate it in advance. All right, we don't want to be calculating anything on the dot, because you're just going to get yourself in, in a stress mode. So you don't want your knickers in a knot. What you want to do is just do it all in advance and then align it with time. Okay, why is it so powerful? Well, it's predictive, not reactive. You know when the sun's going to rise, okay, according to where you're living anyway, right? So you understand when the morning's coming. And if you know that's the time that the sun's going to rise, the morning's coming up, then you know there's nothing to worry about. We'd be more worried if we didn't know when the day was going to start, right? So it's the same with trading. If I know what days are good, I don't have to react. I can just plan ahead because I'm working predictively, not reactively. This reduces the noise. I don't listen to news, and I don't recommend anyone listening to the news. All those guys that are coming out on Bloomberg and all that kind of news channels and CNN and NBC or whatever, or on YouTube, nobody's going to give you a time and a price for the markets to turn or break out. Only I do on YouTube, all right? And that's also, you got to use it correctly and properly, all right? So it's the whole thing. But if you go and check out any channel for retail trading, there is no day, time, price trading. Okay, so that needs to be specifically calculated. You still need money management. You still need to keep your head together. So psychology is also very, very important. But working with time and price really enhances your capability in money management and keeping your crap together. Also, enhanced timing. You can't sit in front of the screen every day, all day. It's 24/7 if you're trading crypto. It's 6/24 if you're trading regular hours, when the market opens in Asia until it closes on Friday in New York. So it's a full round, full Monty. You got to have a life, and the best way to have a life is to know when things are going to happen before they happen. All right. So this also is very stress-free, relaxed trading. You can get your things done. I don't work on Fridays, and the reason I don't work on Fridays is because I can afford not to work on Fridays because I know the swing days and the swing hours. Occasionally, I will take a trade on a Friday if I see that it's a nice swing day and a nice price, because I don't want to be missing out on a PSD daily or a weekly level, which I will know in advance. Okay. Who uses time and price trading? Well, we do at GlobalTrader.Club. We also have, I also have the fintech channel here, as you can see, adea.llc. It's our fintech channel. And if you're interested in supporting a fintech or being a powerful financial markets fintech company, I've got a pitch deck down here as well. And I've also started the quant trading modules as well for this. I've got 2 presentations. These are for quant models because some hedge funds are looking for quant and they've asked for it, and we're going to be in fact in a dialogue with a few of them. We've done a price, we've done a trading sample with one of them for a month, and so on. And this is the ATAM fintech presentation, which is for the company itself for the time price trading. Okay, but the whole idea is we're doing it, it's working nice. And it's something very practical, and you can really base your trading with your technical analysis and money management on it. It will increase your success rate. It will really tighten up your money management, so your risk return is really good as well. So you can join us at the GlobalTrader.Club as a member and get all these swing days and swing hours and use them as well. I also post a video as well in the members area. This is the members area. As you can see, I've posted the whole month of May on the 20th of April. So you've got all the swing days, the swing hours, and a daily video as well. But you won't get a video on Friday, every Friday, because I don't work on Fridays. But you can see you've got the swing hours there, trading hours there, and you've got a whole list here going all the way back into 2022 January. Okay, so you can also go back and test and check and everything you want to do. All right. So as a real world example, you can see it in the daily videos all the time. This is the weekly. Let's do euro dollar. This is euro dollar, right? When did we have it? Let's take a look. Euro dollar this week, Monday, Friday. That's your Monday high. We had a breakout there, okay? And I don't like to go against the PST breakout, but nevertheless, it was a swing day. The market came all the way into target bar. This is the bar I did target. these green rectangles you can see are kind of like targets if we're pushing down, and there it is. And then Friday we're back again where we are, okay, in the beginning of the week. Same with anything you want to trade. Gold, swing days, Friday, Monday, coming into Wednesday. Wednesday we weren't anywhere. So this is a good example actually. Wednesday was a swing day for gold, but we were not at a swing price level. We were not at a good price level. We were at a good price level on Thursday, all right, but not on Wednesday. But remember what I just said. If I have a weekly or a daily PST level at the right time, I don't want to be missing it. And gold was a good example for that, because this was Thursday. It came to 3,250, right? That's the zone there. Let me push this here a little bit more. Can you do it? Can we do it? Yes, here we are. All right, so look, this is 3,250. So it's a PST price on the price window, all right? So it's a price target. And when does that happen? That happens at the trading hour on Thursday in Asia. That is your trading hour right there. Okay, the vertical lines are the hours I post. So the market is there, 3,250 at a trading hour. It's a PST level. It's on a daily. Okay, do you want to take that trade? Yeah. Right, and look what happened. And look, a really interesting thing here is that this is Thursday. At every trading hour, see how the market pushed up? It just pushed up, breaking upwards, trading hour, breaking upwards, trading hour, breaking upwards, trading hour, breaking upwards, all the way back into the zone, which we sold off at on Wednesday trading hours. Just like, okay, why? Because we had a Monday, Friday, remember swing day, Friday, Monday. Market comes down into Wednesday after the impulse wave, doing an ABC retracement at the price we ascertained at the right hour. And that was a bingo trade coming all the way down into the target, 3,250, as you can see down here. All right, so all of that is like pre-calculated. Okay, so you know the hours beforehand, and then you got pricing. If it matches, it's a bingo trade. So these are all, and you can watch all these trades as well. I also post the daily videos I post in the members area afterwards on the YouTube channel, and they're in a special playlist. I've done daily videos. You can just track all of them, see what hours, what days, which is the good day to trade, and also check out the weekly wraps in the playlists as well. So knowing all of these in advance really gives us an edge. Trading with time and price, it really gives us clarity. It helps trader psychology. You're not in a rush. You're not panicking. You don't know, you're not all of a sudden rushing your trade plan. You're just doing everything nice and easy. Take it easy, because if it's Monday and you've got a swing day on Tuesday, you got like 24 hours at least to plan it out. Okay, so you got a lot of time on your side. You don't have to fear of missing out. You're not chasing trades. You're not going nuts over what the market's gonna do. You're not thinking about, should I jump in or not? Because if you have time and price together, like we always say, be at the right price at the right time, and that's when you trade. That's your opportunity. If it's not, then don't trade. Okay, this is why sometimes you get vertical lines. The market won't turn and we're not in there, and some people say, well, why didn't you get in at that hour? It's not at the right price. We want price and time compatibility, correlation. We want them to crisscross, and that's when you trade. And this is why trading with time and price will just cut down on all your stress, solve all your trading problems. You can watch a bunch of videos on that in my playlist as well. I've got a bunch of videos on how to solve every trader problem with time and price trading. I hope the video helps. I hope it clarifies what time and price trading really is. We're calculating the swing days, the swing hours, or the trading hours with price all in advance, and trading in a relaxed, laid back mode. All right, exactly like how we like it down under. All right, have a good day.